How you doing, sir?
They want you to leave the property and not return.
But you know they can't do that on public property. Can I get a supervisor here, please? Supervisor, please.
223 to 220, please request a supervisor.
Yes, this is public property, sir.
In the meantime, let's go walk over here.
Real quick, so I can show you something. So I can show you something real quick. But this is public property.
I understand that, but they still have the right to permit or prevent people from coming to the property, especially if they have no reason to be here.
Minus no crime. I did. I had two things here. One, I came to exercise my right to record in public, and two, I came to get a passport application for a first timer. I spoke with the guy in there. The issue came right here. Come here real quick, you guys. And real quick, can I get your name and badge number for the
Middleton, 1812. Quarter 2418.
And you in the back, sir, please. They said you have every right to record here. This where it became a thing. Now on the other side it says employees parking only.
Okay.
And then when I came over here, the gate was open and I just walked in there just to record. I do stories. What? So and the guy, he asked me to leave. I told him I have every right to be here, and was he the postmaster? Because I told him you guys don't even have jurisdiction here. They have their own postal police. So I was kind of shocked.
But they can still say that they don't want somebody on the property. I talked to the supervisor that was...
Oh yeah, they can say that, but you know, it don't mean anything, you know, minus a crime.
Well, the crime becomes when you refuse to leave the property.
From public.
It doesn't matter if it's accessible to the public, it doesn't make it public property.
No, we're gonna wait for a supervisor, sir. I can see you guys are not informed.
Open to it's private property.
No, United States is public, sir.
It's owned by the government. It is private property.
Sir, it's public. It's okay, man.
Okay, well, they said they don't want you on the property, so let's go over here just so we're off the property.
Can we wait for your supervisor?
She's coming, but in the meantime, let's
they never said they wanted me off the property.
They called me to tell you that.
No, he told me just to move from back there, and I told him I will move back here until you guys come.
And I understand that, but I just...
Did you go solicit a trespass? Did you go in there and say, hey, do you want him trespass?
I absolutely did.
That's soliciting a trespass.
No, it's not. I asked, what do they want me to do? They said that they didn't want you to return to the property.
So let me ask you this. Did you ask him, hey, so do you want him trespass from here? Did you say those words?
I said, do you want me to remove or issue him a trespass warning?
Sir, that is... Okay. Where you guys police department at?
I'm not doing this with you. I'm very familiar with how you've done this. You've done this multiple times.
Oh, okay.
You know exactly. It's 10 Northeast Tudor Road.
I never been there. I never been there.
But I know several officers have told you that.
But I never been here, sir. I never been here.
You've been to Lee Summit before.
I never been to you guys' post office. I mean, PD, police department.
But I know that at least every time that I'm aware that one of our officers has talked to you, they've told you that it's at 10 Northeast Tudor Road.
They never said that.
I've seen videos where they've told you that. I
say, where's your police office? They say it's south. Or I say, can I walk here? They never gave an address.
10 Northeast Tudor Road.
Thank you so much, sir. What's your issue? I come in peace. And if you see my videos, you know I come in peace, man.
I didn't have an issue, but we're asking the same questions over and over
But you know
again.
I come in peace if you see my work.
But you're not wanting to step across off their property. They say they don't want you here. I understand you want to wait for the supervisor.
Yes, sir, because this is public.
It's accessible to the public. Doesn't mean that the public can do whatever they want on the property.
So let me ask you this. If I don't leave off this property, what will happen?
Well, if they want to prosecute, you would go to jail for it.
If I don't, you telling me right now I need to leave. If I don't leave,
said
what?
If they wanted to prosecute for it. I haven't asked them that. I asked if they wanted me to have you leave the property.
Okay. That's soliciting a trespass. I don't know where y'all get that in you guys' playbook, because Officer Kent did the same thing. Officer Kent did the same thing. You can't go in there and say, hey, do you want him trespass? And check this out. They can't even do that though, man. You can't by law. Trespass laws, man.
If you remain on a property that you're not wanted on, it turns into a criminal trespass.
Okay, man. This is public though.
It's accessible. It's the same thing as Walmart. It's accessible to the public, but somebody owns that building.
Yeah, y'all run the same playbook, because the guy you work with, he tried to do the same thing on the public sidewalk. The same thing you're doing here. I'm saying, hey sir, I want a public...
This isn't a public sidewalk.
No, I'm giving you an example.
But you're comparing apples and oranges.
This is public. This is public.
They don't want you
I was on the public sidewalk. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But you're on property that is owned by a government entity, and they don't want you here. They've entrusted the supervisor with the property who doesn't want you on the property.
Yes, sir. You just don't understand. It's
No,
okay.
I think that you're not understanding because I'm trying to explain it to you.
Do you understand federal property is public property? State property
You
is
have
public?
this misconception
County
that just
is
because
public?
it's public property means that the public can essentially do what they want on the
No,
property.
there's
That's not true.
rules and regulations on the wall. Poster 7. Go take a look while we wait. It's 3 of you guys.
We're not going to wait.
Okay.
We're not going to look while we wait. We'll wait for the supervisor, but in the meantime, you need to be aware that they don't want you on this property.
He did not say that, so.
He told me that.
Okay.
It's all on my body camera too. Feel free to.
I'm going to go get it.
Trust.
Trust, we're going to go get it, sir, and dissect what you went in there and did. And this is it. I don't want to butcher. Is it Kelson?
Close. Kettleson.
Kettles. I see it. Kettleson. Kettleson, man.
You're not the first person. I've had people when they try to spell it, they put F somewhere in it. I don't know.
It's catchy, man. And again, you know, I come in peace, no ill intent. I've been peacefully with everyone, and I'm just shocked when I come into contact with you guys how everybody run the same playbook, man. And it's fairly disgusting.
The law when it comes to trespassing?
This is not the law, man.
It is the law.
You got to understand what's private and what's public. That's all.
It's still private property.
This is public.
Even if it's accessible to the public, that doesn't make it public property.
Okay. And I did no crime here, so.
Well, the crime is remaining on the property once you've been warned.
Not from public, because with public you have to do a crime before they
No,
can.
that is not true.
So me just going
The crime is remaining on property that they don't want you to remain on.
So why don't they want me on the property?
Because they don't want you here.
You can't just say that though,
Sure
sir.
they can.
So if I go to the police department or the city hall and someone just say, I don't want him in here, and you say, for what? I just don't want him in here.
When you say somebody, who are you referring
A
to?
worker there says, I don't want this guy here.
So the way it is the supervisor or the person that is responsible for the building is
in
the
city
person
hall.
Well, are you going to interrupt or are you going to let me explain?
Go ahead. I'm just jimming in, ad-libbing. Go ahead.
What do you mean by city hall?
If I was inside you guys' city hall and one of the workers there said, hey, I don't want him in here, you say, well, why not? This is a public building. I just don't want him.
I don't need to know why. They just don't want him there.
Y'all look like this every day, man. That's wild. How long was you in the academy?
Long enough.
But how long?
Long enough.
Yeah, you don't want to say.
No, because you're trying to twist words around to benefit your cause.
No, I'm just asking. How long was you in the academy?
Have you looked up the ordinance for trespassing?
How long was you in the academy?
Have you looked up the ordinance for trespassing?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the ordinance for trespassing?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the ordinance for trespassing?
Yes, sir.
See, now you don't want to answer because you know that you're in violation of that ordinance because you're remaining on property that they don't want you on.
Absolutely not, sir.
That is absolutely
So
not.
how about this? Under threat of arrest, I'll leave. Would you arrest me if I don't leave?
If they asked me to arrest you because you weren't leaving, then sure.
Come on, sir. You said they asked you to leave for me to leave. Will you arrest me? I'll leave under threat of arrest. I'm not trying to go to jail.
If they said
Man,
they
come on,
wanted to
Kettleson,
prosecute
man.
for it,
Come on, Kettleson. You got to do better, sir. I'm not going nowhere. We right here. We waiting on the supervisor. And, you know, just for the record,